Hi,
So
Lana and Ross. It is so nice to meet you guys. I've seen so much of your work, especially when I was younger. So this is really cool to be talking to you guys.
Oh,
Um,
likewise.
Congrats on the film. It's great. It's a lot of fun. I'm excited to see it premiere. I'll get right into it. I know you've been getting questions all day. I hope it's going well so far. Lana, you've played lots of characters before who are navigating love. It's definitely like your best stuff. And I was wondering, specifically with your portrayal of Leah in this film, how did you want it to maybe seem different from your other performances?
Well, I was very lucky that she was my correct age. I think when I did To All the Boys, like I played much younger than I actually was. And so for me, like being able to explore being in a rom-com, being the female love interest, but in an adult way was very different for me and made me very happy and excited. And it felt a little bit more truthful, I think.
Hmm.
Um, Not saying that I didn't feel that way with Tall the Boys, but it's you're playing 5 to 10 years younger than you really are. So I felt more mature, and that made me feel a lot more grounded in my performance. And then something that I really tried to do was, I think I think in this film, Leia's very much a skeptic to love and is very much closed off to it. And I think a lot of other characters that I've played in this genre are like all about love. And so I got to be able to play someone that wasn't really down, and I enjoyed that.
That is, Lana, you said something that I thought was really interesting because Ross, I was going to ask you this question. Talk about playing younger. You have played a lot longer, a lot younger in all of your films.
Yeah.
Or when you're not, you're playing an adult who's stuck in the body of a kid in Shazam. And so for
Other way around,
you,
a kid, it's stuck in,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So for you, what was it like to play a role that's your age?
He was great.
So good.
Man, I could curse. I
Yeah.
could,
Even
I
seeing
could,
you in a suit behind a
yeah.
desk that wasn't a child's desk was so great.
I was in his school
Yes.
desk, and I had a backpack on, but not a kid's backpack. It
True.
was like a man's backpack. If
Man,
that
backpack.
if that's a thing. No, it was really nice. It was nice to be able to to break out from the shell of prepubescence. You know, yeah, it's just nice that I could relate to the character a little bit more timely,
Yeah.
and because of that, like I felt like I wasn't playing at a character so much.
Yeah.
Like when we were doing To All the Boys, I was like
You
this
were
idiot.
totally a character.
Yeah, yeah. It's just, the pizza loving next door boy man that's stuck in a boy's body, boy man. But now it's great to like relate to myself.
Oh, and like relating to yourself, Lana, I wonder because your character is so patient in the film. That's obviously like sort of the theme of it. And I wonder, off screen, are you this, would you say you're as naturally patient as she is?
Yes.
Yeah.
I am incredibly patience, I think, is actually probably my number one skill set.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I would say yes, to be honest.
She
Yeah.
puts up with a lot of my shit.
Oh, no.
Ross, so timing is so important in this film, like waiting for things to come together
Uh,
and the right thing. Could you tell me about a time in your career where the timing was just right for you?
Oof. I guess I would have to say, like, with To All the Boys and 13 Reasons Why and Riverdale kind of all coming out at the same time, that was like a, a really good timing thing because they were all shooting like at different parts of the year, I guess. And they just and they all came out like pretty much in the same year. So it was just kind of like
that was amazing.
yeah, that's like just literally good timing.
Yeah,
And that's a big thing in this industry too. It's like,
for sure.
um you could book all the roles you want, but if the timing doesn't work out, it's just unfortunate you don't get to do
Job.
all the things that you want to do. But yeah, I guess that's it.
Yeah, and And because of that, you were like on all of our screens and all these like huge things at once, which I can imagine was super helpful.
Yeah.
Lana, between this coming out and Coyote versus Acme next year, you have a lot to wait for. What are you excited for over this next year in your career?
What am I excited for in the next year of my career? Well, I actually have like a couple other movies coming out too, that I'm very excited about. I think the movies that are coming out, like the 3 or 4 movies that are coming out in the next year or so, you will definitely see me in a very different light. Like they aren't rom-coms, they're action thrillers. And so I guess I'm really, which I love that genre. That's my favorite genre to read. And I've I started my career in action and then it slowly moved to YA. So it was really great to kind of go back to that. And I think I'm just excited to show myself and to show our audience that there's a lot more that I have to offer as an artist that I don't think I have been able to explore this far. And so I'm excited to see if people take to it and if they don't, that's okay because I loved it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm excited to kind of walk into a different space where I feel like people might be a little surprised to see me in, and I embrace that.
Well, I'm excited. You were great in Valiant one. I've seen all your
Oh,
movies, so
thank
it's
you.
cool. It's cool to see you branching out into other things.
Thank you.
Ross, you and Lana, obviously, you guys worked together on To All the Boys to Love before. For my last question, I was wondering, for the two of you to work together, and now you're playing these romantic leads. What is that like behind the scenes? How did your real life friendship make the chemistry work?
I mean, our real life friendship fed so much into like the little moments. I
Yes.
feel like it made those so effortless. The hard part was on the first day we had to kiss.
Yes.
And like we are such a sibling-esque bond before had one
We were just
before
like,
this.
get it over. Okay, what do you think?
And we're just like, what?
What do you think? Go. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it now.
And it actually went surprisingly well.
Yeah.
Like I think we were so nervous about it that it
Yeah.
like colored the scene nicely.
Yeah.
And then we just committed.
Yeah.
And then after we had a good laugh about it, before we had a good
Yeah.
laugh about it, but during it's like we just kind of we went in, we did it, we didn't break.
Yeah.
And
I also think that like a lot of our friendship is based off of like we communicate very well with each other. Like
when we want to.
when we want to, like we
Yeah.
can have really good conversations.
Mhm.
And I think in Worth the Wait, their relationship is predominantly over the phone.
Yeah.
So they don't have the physical. They don't have that. They have all they have is like their ability to talk to each other, which is can be quite difficult. And
Yeah.
so I think us being able to like have such an easy banter in life
Mhm.
really kind of like mimicked that art of being like, well, this is my only way to speak to my loved one is, or my only way to be with him is to talk with him. And I
Yeah.
think that's powerful.
Yeah.
So yeah.